Joining us now is the topic of every conversation around the NFL, seemingly. Not only because he's the greatest tight end of all time, not only because he's the host of the biggest sports podcast on earth, not only because he's an Ohio folk, super handsome, fashion icon.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Travis Kelce. What's up, dude?
Always a pleasure, baby. How we doing, guys?
It's an absolute honor to talk to you because, you know, the last time we talked to you, people were talking about you being the greatest tight end of all time. But now people are saying, like, one of the biggest stars on earth.
Yep.
Hey, you're a superstar. Travis, you're a superstar.
Yeah,
dude, you're a superstar.
We're making our way up the totem pole, baby.
Yeah.
We're making our way up.
I said this at the very beginning. You're the right guy for it. You know, you and your brother are a perfect representation of NFL and football. So we love every single step of the way of your growth and obviously exposure to the world. You're the right one. You're the right one to represent us, Travis.
Hell yeah.
You need to know that.
I've been a Pat McAfee Show listener since day one, baby. So I've seen the growth amongst this show as well. So you already know I'm a big fan of the show as well. And Boston Connor said it best, man. It's just those Ohio folk, baby.
There it is.
You know, little sibling banter. How can you get mad at that?
Yeah, right now there's two Ohio folks, okay, on the show. And if you know anybody from Ohio, you know exactly what that means. And it's an awesome thing that the world's getting to learn about it. Travis, let's chat a little bit about your team here. So, you know, going through the year, and I heard you say it after you guys won the AFC Championship, you said the Chiefs is still the Chiefs. There was a lot of times this year where people were wondering that. And obviously, the standard of the Chiefs is the standard that you guys have built and brought to that beautiful kingdom over there over the last few years. What was it you think this year, trying to find your way? Were you trying to adapt to a new team? Did you guys feel it inside the locker room? What was it about the road this particular year as opposed to years past, you think, Travis?
I mean, you saw it. We just didn't win football games, and it was there were big moments in games that we typically make the plays. At least our history has showed that we've made those plays. And this year it was just a little bit different. You know, we were just off a tick here and there. Guys pointed at the wide receiver room. They pointed at, you know, how old my ass is getting. They pointed at a few different things, and it's just persevering through that, knowing in our heart and in our minds when we walk in the building, we have everybody we need to get back to the Super Bowl, and it's just having that right mind frame and being able to, you know, make those plays when needed, and to really, I don't know, get us over that stepping stone and back into the Super Bowl, man.
Yeah, your old ass, when the lights get bright, it seems to, you know, have the right mind frame every single time. Go ahead, AJ.
Trav, I know you guys have kind of crossed over into that space to where you've won too much. You've won so much that people want to hate you or people want to see you lose, and they say, oh, I just want to see somebody else get a chance or whatever. Like, first off, how good does that feel that you guys are in that echelon? Because it's very, very difficult to get there. And also, though, like, how much juice has it given you and the rest of the team to where you guys, it feels like, yeah, we love going on the road. We love kind of embracing this villain role.
Man, I'll tell you what, it was about, I want to say, towards the later part of the season, and Charles Omenihu, who, man, my heart goes out to him. Get an opportunity. He's going to unfortunately miss the opportunity to play against his old team in the Super Bowl with his ACL injury. And we're going to go ahead and try and get it for him. But I told him, I was like, he came up to me and said, man, where's that Chiefs offense I'm used to seeing where you guys just put up and blow out everybody? And I was just like, man, this is just a different world, man. We got to become that team that has the grit and has the fire in their heart to be able to find ways to win at the end of ball games, man. We got to feed that beast and turn that into being, you know, the villain of the NFL. And sure enough, man, we're right back to the Super Bowl with that kind of mentality, man.
Now remember, you guys, well, Patrick mostly, but I guess your entire team, you guys hadn't had to play a playoff game on the road.
No. Yeah. Nope.
Now the Super Bowl has never been hosted in Kansas City, you know, and you guys have played there a few times. But going into Buffalo with the snow and how it all was, it felt, watching you guys, it's almost like you guys were excited for the opportunity to play a playoff game on the road. And then going into Baltimore, and obviously we talked about the Tucker situation, and you chatted about how the mindset of the whole week of me and Patrick was like, we're not joking around. Like we are coming into Baltimore, and I think the film will show it. We actually have a In the Trenches later where AQ is going to break down. you guys were the aggressors that entire game pretty much. Feels like that has been a mentality, and AJ kind of alluded to it there, about playing on the road and stealing happiness from other people and then maybe bullying the bullies. That's not what the Chiefs have been known for at all. And did you guys talk about that? Was there like okay, all right, so you guys did talk
about it. It was a mind frame 100%, and Coach Reid challenges the guys every single week to be at their best, and no more does he challenge there's no greater group that he challenges more than the guys up front on both the offensive and defensive line to set that tempo of physicality. And going into Buffalo, we knew it was going to be a hostile environment, and we just accepted that challenge like it was just the biggest thing in our lives, man. And you could feel everybody in the building rally together and have that same mind frame. And then we did the same thing going into Baltimore. If you watch Baltimore on film all year, man, those guys are getting after it. You know, a little bit extra after the play to kind of, you know, show their dominance, act like they're the alpha males. And, you know, how do you go in and you just got to punch them in the mouth? You know, that's at the end of the day, you got to go in there. And when teams try and, you know, strong arm you or be the tough guy, sometimes you just got to show them that you're not going to back down. And speaking of the Tucker stuff, everybody's having a blast with that stuff. Obviously, it was fun knowing that we won the game, and Tucker had to just kind of chew everything that he was doing and swallow that. I loved every bit of that. Pat, I moved his stuff about as politely as I could.
I saw it.
Okay, I could have thrown his helmet about 50 yards into the stands if I really wanted to, you know, make a point. But I knew it was just friendly banter at that point, and he was just trying to be a dick about it. But yeah, I think that mentality of going in there, not messing around, and making sure we take the fight to them because of how physical of a team they are and how hard they play throughout the game.
Did you wear the all black on purpose too? I saw the oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Chris Jones made sure to tell everybody, make sure you're wearing all black this week. We're going in there. We're gonna hit the bank like Chiefs-aholic, baby.
He's watching in jail somewhere right now.
Yep.
I did have my impact on the game.
Where's my wolf mask?
Last question for me before the boys have some, and obviously we're all massive fans. And the fact of the matter is, Travis, and I said at the beginning about you being a superstar, like, obviously you're a vet. You've been around a long time. You've earned over $100 million in the league. You just passed Jerry. Hey, Jerry,
Yeah.
You just passed Jerry
good.
Rice.
Damn, pretty good.
Most catches in the playoff. Like you've obviously accomplished a lot. Been around a long time. You're mature. Like your mindset is one that is ready for it. But like this year, was there ever a moment where it was like, damn, everything? You're obviously, you know, the New Heights podcast through the universe, seemingly, to everywhere on earth. Great for football, and obviously we're massive fans of the show. Then you and Taylor become like literally the couple that every human on earth is talking about. It used to be like the Kardashians and like Paris Hilton and them.
Yep.
Like when we were growing up, that was that type of stuff. Yeah. Now you're in the middle of that. All the while in the middle of a dynasty as well with the Kansas City Chiefs. Was there ever a moment where you had to just sit down and be like, man, there's a lot going on right now? Or have you been able to kind of navigate it all? How has it kind of gone?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I had to kind of reel it back, and because it's all, everybody in this building knows my intentions, man. Football is my main focus right now. There's a lot of people counting on me in this building, in this city, in this organization. So this is my number one focus at the time, to be able to, and on top of that, it's in my heart to be able to pour everything I got out there on the field. And, there's some perceptions and people can perceive what they want, but I wanted to make sure that the guys and the men and women in this building knew that I was 100% focused on this team and getting this team to where we are, where we're going next week. And 100% I had to look back, take a step back and really see how I was, portraying myself to the world. And just to make sure that everybody knew I was focused, all while still enjoying my life off the field.
Yeah, and being a gentleman through it all, man.
Yeah.
You're representing football right now, and I don't want to talk I don't want to talk about your relationship because we are a sports program, but your relationship has crawled into the sports world. It's like we've all learned about Taylor Swift. Like, I did not know a lot about her. My wife is a massive fan of her work and her stories and everything and following her career. It's like we have been so pumped that like a football guy, like, hey, this is like a gentleman, like chivalry, like not scared to be potentially in like somebody else's spotlight as well. Like it's been beautiful to watch, Travis. We're all incredibly pumped.
I appreciate it, brother.
We're pumped for you, buddy.
Thank you, brother. We're just trying to reel in the good ones one at a time, baby. Just win everyone over.
I love that. Connor has a question for you.
Yeah, Travis, you mentioned the all-black outfit going into the bank this weekend. There's actually a list, kind of a montage of the GQ Sports and the NFL put out on their Instagram, and it was the best dressed players of 2024, 2023 to 2024. And you just so happen to be on there. You are also the only white guy on there. How do you feel to be,
thank you.
represented?
Hey, once again, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. How do you
Just
feel to be
represent,
represented?
baby.
Yeah.
Do you already have
Represent for the culture.
You got your fit planned out for Super Bowl already? Do you already know what you're wearing there as well?
I got a few different things that I got in the closet I might pull out, but you already know, man. We're in Vegas, baby. The lights are on, man. You might see me in a Sinatra, in a Elvis Presley. You might see me in. I might have to bring out all the bells and whistles for this one.
Oh man, I cannot wait to see the glasses that are going to be on the side of it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Those things are going to be absurd.
Yeah.
The glasses are going to be absurd.
Top hat.
You look good though. Hey, a lot of people look like assholes. You know what I mean? You still have. You know what I mean?
I've had my days where I've looked like an asshole for sure.
Yeah, but that's going to happen in fashion. That's going to happen. That's going to happen in fashion. But you've made solid contact on a lot as opposed to missing. We're proud of you, buddy. AQ's got a good football question.
Yeah, Trav. So all year you turn on the film and it's teams try and handle you in a variety of different ways. It's either jam, help, chipping you off the line of scrimmage. It's double coverage. It's man coverage. They've tried everything and nothing works. How are you always open?
Great question. And tell us this 10 days before the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
please.
Yeah. Well, AQ, I wish I was as open as you're making it seem in the 2020 Super Bowl that you guys gave me a very humbling experience. And I'll tell you what, though, and congratulations on that. I'll tell you what, it's been an absolute honor to play in Coach Reid's offenses, man. I've been on cue saying Coach Reid could get my dad open in the NFL, man. The way he schemes things up.
Your dad's a dog, though. We learned a lot about your dad. Your dad's a dog.
Big Ed is a dog. And he's got some mischief in his back pocket. He'll make sure he tricks everybody to get open. But either way, Coach Reid has done an unbelievable job of kind of like, I don't know, letting me grow in this offense. And on top of that, Pat Mahomes, man, he could put the ball anywhere. He could throw somebody open in a heartbeat. So I'm just a product of my environment, man, but definitely trying to take the game to another level by in the tight end room, at least.
Yeah, and I would say you're doing that, pal. Mm-hmm. I mean, the conversation about greatest of all time is happening around you, has been for a few years. That's why at the beginning of your relationship, a lot of the Swifties going like, Taylor's making this guy famous. It's like,
slow down.
Greatest tight end of all time. Obviously, the new generation of humans are meeting him. Do you like that or don't like that you're in that great? I assume you have to like that, but is it something?
It's an absolute honor. You know it, man. You know it. And I've taken bits and pieces of all the guys that I've been, mentioned in that group with, like Tony. I've taken a lot from his game. Gronk, I've taken so much from his game. A guy like Antonio Gates has fueled me with confidence in how I played and how he played. There's just so many different guys that I've taken bits and pieces from and just try to, create this ultimate tight end that or at least the best tight end that I can be. For my team, and it's an absolute honor. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, well, you've earned it all. AJ, go ahead, pal.
Trav, did you have any idea? I guess when let's say 18 months ago, 2 years ago, do you have any idea, like when everything with your podcast, obviously relationship that everyone wants to talk about, do you have any idea it would be this? I'm sure you thought, okay, this is going to be something, but now does it feel like this is? Oh, I was not anticipating how this kind of has played out, but it's got to be fun and exciting at the same time.
Yeah, it's exciting for me, but it was all brand new, man. I couldn't tell you. I mean, from having the paparazzi follow me every single day into work to, just everybody having my name on their talk show every single day, whether it's sports, whether it's not sports. It's just been a crazy ride I could have never anticipated, man. But I'm having fun with it. The majority of the world is having fun with it outside of all the cranky NFL fans that just don't want to see the Chiefs win.
It's come around.
So
they thought you were fake. They thought you were fake.
And you know what? We're slowly reeling them in.
Yep.
We're slowly reeling them in. They're fighting it right now.
You know what I think it was? I think we all, because you thank you for doing what you did, by the way. You were like, yeah, I would like to invite Taylor to the game or whatever. At that point, I assume you knew she was coming?
Yeah.
You guys knew each other pretty well at that stage. I mean, that was the first time she was going to watch you play, but you guys knew each other pretty well at that point?
Yeah, we had knew each other for close to a month up to that point.
And pretty good constant.
So it wasn't just out of the blue, hey, come to the game and enjoy the game.
Yeah, all right, good. Not just like an open call, but we were a part of it. Very thankful that you allowed us to be a part of that. And I think like getting a chance to know you and kind of watch the entire thing, like I was so happy for you. And I think like at learning about Taylor from her thing, I was like so happy for her too. I'm like, this seems like the perfect almost relationship.
Yep.
And then both the football people.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, Justin Tucker was going to beat your ass, dude. He was going to beat your ass. You know that. Hey, Pat, he's going to beat your ass.
I'll tell you, Pat, me and Patrick were on the sideline in the fourth quarter when Tucker had that chance to cut the lead to one score. If he would have missed that field goal, we were 100% getting a 15-yard flag.
But of course he made it, of course. You can't let us have any fun.
Have any fun, man.
Yeah, and of course
I was 1,000% getting flagged for that one.
Could you imagine you two sprinting on the field?
Yeah.
Your guys' relationship is sweet too.
Yeah.
You and Patrick. Obviously, an absolutely beautiful thing, and the boys will ask about it. But I think at the beginning, a lot of football people just thought it was fake. Like they thought they were getting worked. Like, you know, they were like, this is bullshit. But now I think people can't help but realize Travis is phenomenal at football.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's everything that we would like be a football player. And he's in love.
He's a great guy.
Guys in love. I think that's why everybody's coming back. I think you were hated for a bit.
It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? And hopefully everybody realizes that we're two people in a relationship supporting each other and having fun with it, man. It's nothing more than that. And how much the world wants to paint the picture and make us the enemy, we just have fun with it, and we enjoy every single bit of it. And sure enough, I love it when Taylor comes and supports me and enjoys the game with the fam and friends. It's been nothing but just a wonderful year, man.
You guys hear the hate though, huh? You and Taylor both. I assume you hear people bitching. Do you say why are these people? Is there any of those by you guys, or because I assume she's dealt with this forever, right? I assume she's
dealt with it forever, and we hear it, but we hardly ever talk about it. It's nothing to even talk about, nothing to really bring up.
How long was that flight? Where'd you go see that concert at?
Argentina.
Yeah.
On the byway.
About 8, 9.
You were all by yourself on that thing?
8 or 9.
You're all by yourself.
What's that?
You were all by yourself on that plane?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was just hanging there, just popped in a few movies and put my feet up. Enjoyed the ride and then enjoyed the show and enjoyed some Argentinian food, some empanadas.
Oh, empanada! Love the empanada. All I thought about was you being on that plane by yourself, because I'm on a plane for an hour and a half by myself, and I'm just like, I'm with me too much right now. I should not be doing that. You're a much different human than I, obviously. Speaking of the guy that just walked in, Ty has a question for you.
Yeah, Travis, you talked about talking with Charles and Menahue and saying how, like offensively, like, hey, we need to kind of have just a little more grit. We got to figure out ways to win these games. And then recently, there was a quote from Mahomes, and he basically said, like, hey, I need to learn how to play differently this year, given how good the defense is. Was there any conversation between you two and you knowing, like, hey, statistically my numbers might not look the same this year, but we are going to have to change the way we play on offense because, like you mentioned, we have everyone we need here to go play in a Super Bowl. It just might look a little bit differently than it has in the past.
That's a great point. I'll say this. I don't know if it was ever actually specifically talked about. It was kind of like how the season was going. It kind of just built, and we all just learned it together. And the expectations that we set for ourselves is to score every single time we have the ball. And sure enough, history's told us before Pat Mahomes can score at any point in the game as fast as he can. So not having that success, it makes you feel like you're out of it. But in reality, we were in every single game we were playing. And we had to find that grit to be able to refocus, have the right momentum, have the right mentality to finish those games, make those plays at the end of the game, knowing it has been pretty all day. I think that having that understanding of no matter where we're at the end of the game, if we're in it, our mentality has to be we're too good to let it slip, and we got to put the hammer down and just make those big plays at the end.
People gave up on you, man, throughout the year.
Oh yeah,
I was making a lot of excuses for you guys. I was making a lot of excuses out here. It was windy, wasn't it?
oh yeah. Everyone was sick.
I love you for that, Pat. I love you for that. And you knew what it was. We just had to, figure it out, man. Just had to figure it out.
Well, I want to let you know, though.
No, you don't have to.
I have to. I picked Baltimore in a special weekend.
No, listen, I get it, man. That team had a lot of juice. The bank is a hostile environment. Yeah. The bank's they were talking about bringing Ray Lewis back and Ed Reed before the game to kind of build that toughness, And then in the third or fourth quarter, they bring out T-Sizzle to some Eminem or to some 50 Cent. Playing, and it was just like, wow, this, it was an electric feeling for him. But, as you say it best, baby. The Chiefs is still the Chiefs, and we're going back to the Super Bowl for a reason, baby.
The Chiefs is still the Chiefs, aren't they?
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah.
How did I forget that? The Chiefs is actually maybe even the better Chiefs than they've ever been.
It's your quote. It's your quote, Pat.
I know. That's why I wasn't able to celebrate. I forgot, Trav. That's 100% on me. You sound awesome anytime you have a microphone, though, up on the stage.
Yeah.
I appreciate the fact that you take those over, too, because there's some people that are too timid. They don't talk enough. They're expecting the question person to do it. You just say, hey, listen, been here before.
This is my show.
Okay, we know what we're doing here. Let's just go ahead and get the place going. This is celebration, and there's no person better, I think. Hey, are you always good vibes? I mean, not when you're fighting kickers before the game, but like locker room, I assume, locker room.
All day, every day, baby.
Yeah?
I'm living life to the fullest, man. Absolutely. Every single day, the glass is full. It's not even half full. It's full, man. That thing is, it's just, I'm oozing good energy, man. I had a coach, Butch Jones, say one time, and it just registered for me. It's a very simple quote. It's either you're fueling people or you're draining people. Either you're a fountain or you're a drain in life. And I just love being that fountain of life for everybody and bringing the energy and setting that tone of good vibes, man. And that's just how I live life, baby.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
With that being said, the Chiefs is still the Chiefs. You know why? Because Kelce's still Kelce. Even though everybody was saying you were changing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everybody was saying you were going to change. He's an Ohio folk.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't going to change.
Can't do it.
The change of the team, though, I think, is on the other side of the ball, which D-Butt has a question
Yeah,
for
you guys have some ebbs and flows, obviously, offensively, and you get a bunch of the headlines, Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, but on that other side with Spags, and I know you practice and get some time. Speaking of Pat, too, shout out to him. Putting on for the dad bods, too. But Spags, you see him a lot, practice, training camp.
You know nothing about that.
Yeah.
Darius knows nothing about that.
Don't say that, D-Butt. You're not allowed.
Shout out to my fat
Ironically, though,
friends.
I was listening to the show. Ironically, the quarterbacks do bring in about 3 boxes a dozen glazed donuts every Friday.
See?
So
I love that. Okay, so a lot of common. Teammates. Good teammates.
Hey, but why is it so tough to beat Spags, especially in these big games? I feel like he's just putting on the masterclass. Obviously, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and now going against Brock Purdy in this offense with 49ers. Why is it so tough to beat him, and especially with his adjustments?
Man, Spags is going to challenge you mentally. And as an offense, you want to catch a rhythm, and I just haven't seen a team catch that rhythm against Coach Spags' defenses. And obviously, he does a great job of challenging everybody mentally. But I think the true test is to Brett Veach and the guys that are bringing in to that defense, because we got guys at linebacker that sometimes are playing half field safety. We got guys that are playing D line that are dropping to the flat, making plays in the flat. Guys are interchangeable, and when you have that, you can really screw up a team's momentum and a team's rhythm throughout the day. And sure enough, it's been no more prevalent than this playoff.
Yeah, Spags said the other day that everybody on the field has a high football intellect. Mm-hmm. Normally, you have like one guy or two guys. He said all 11 guys have a high football IQ, so they're able to do a bunch of stuff. It's beautiful. That's why the Chiefs is not only still the Chiefs, but it feels like
Eli was kind of talking about it, and Antonio Pierce talking about switching those blitzes. Like, he was playing for Spags at that point, and mentioned what Travis talking about, like Justin Reed, the shit he's doing out there. Obviously, McDuffie, Snead has been the best corner in the league, I think, in my opinion. Bolton, like all these guys just been doing their job.
So the Chiefs is better than Chiefs ever
no.
been.
Whoa.
Oh, no. Diggs has last question for you here, Travis.
Yeah, Trav, you watch the show, so you know this is a journalistic show. So I don't want to put you on the spot. This is a question that I just have to ask you. And it's not even for me. It's for a huge section of the internet that wants to know. Will your GQ, handsome, stylish ass be on the red carpet of the Grammys this weekend, or is that something that can't happen because, you're playing in the Super Bowl?
I wish I could go support Taylor at the Grammys and watch her win every single award that she's nominated for. But I think I got practice on Sunday, or I think Sunday's a travel. Is it Saturday or Sunday? I know I got practice Saturday, but Sunday's a travel day. Unfortunately, I got to get ready for this big old Super Bowl that we got in a week.
I can't wait for Entertainment Tonight to post.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the only person in Taylor's life that won't be able to make it to the Grammys is Travis, because he is quoted as saying, focused on still winning a Super Bowl.
That's right.
Them learning about football has been fantastic, Trav. We appreciate you, buddy. Have a great week, and thank you for stopping by, bro.
Best show on TV, baby. Love you guys, man.
Hey, we love you too, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Travis Kelce.
Yeah, Travis.